Legends, I'm changed my scenery yet again. I'm now currently on the beach enjoying the sunset, and hopefully my dog doesn't disappear again. Okay, so let's get really deep, right? Because I fucking love this shit. Let's get so deep that we understand that we're much more than our bodies, that we are ultimately connected to a massive universe that has galactic and energetic propositions that ultimately benefit ourselves and our connection when we allow it. Once we understand that we're much more than this physical body, we can really start honing in on what is available from the outside, the energies, the life force, the source, the divine. It has so much available to us, and it takes courage initially, I do validate that, to understand and appreciate that energies live among us and within us and around us. However, it's nothing to be scared about. It's actually only for the benefit of the greater good. Yes, side note, there can be negative entities. Ultimately, however, they will never ever take over your body unless you allow it, and subconsciously there might be an attraction for that. However, they can easily dissipate with a form of empowerment to tell them to go away in a loving, nurturing manner. End of side note. So, going back to the understanding that we're far greater than this physical body, and this universe is fucking beyond comprehension. I don't have the physics or the information or the fucking knowledge to know how it was born or created, anything like that. I just know that it exists. And so I bestow to you the opportunity, if you're willing and able to appreciate and accept that this is the truth, then I would then also encourage you to step a little bit further into potentially an uncomfortable zone by saying and giving your worries to the universe. So ultimately, we try to control many things in our life because we think we know best. And to be honest, that's probably not the truth most of the time. However, we do have a lot of information and we might be skilled in a particular area. However, some things are outside of our control and might actually benefit that you allow the universe to assist you. So what I practice is I would envisage sitting down and let's say something's worrying me. When I had a restaurant, it was quite frequent. There was lots of worry, but I would sit down and go, universe, the divine, please take away blah blah this worry. And I would allow and envisage it in my hand and through my third eye, my imagination, it disappearing and the universe taking it away from me. Now, if you don't have time for that, not very long process, but may take longer than 1 minute, you can just ask the universe, hey universe, can you take this away from me? Can you take this worry away from me, and find a resolution that is in the greatest good for all and for myself, and then allow that to dissipate. Now, I can guarantee you, as soon as you do that, you do feel the lift, the worry of the lifting. Does that even make sense? The worry dissipating, because you've just surrendered and you've allowed something greater than you to take care of it. And just be pleasantly surprised as to how that plays out, because the more you awaken to the possibility of understanding that we are much greater than our physical bodies, you will see everyday miracles are happening, like every fucking single day. The more you awaken to the idea that something more is possible, every day something special or a miracle can happen. You just have to be aware of it enough to see it, because most of the times we're so busy in our own life that we actually don't appreciate all the small shit that does happen to us, particularly if you're a family or a mum or a dad that gets weighed down by life, and because you've got a lot of responsibilities, particularly if you've got burdens such as debt and all that kind of stuff playing in your mind, and maybe you not sure if you're going to have enough money to pay mortgage. These are worrying factors. But again, I would ask you, if you're willing to offer that to the universe, to see if something of miracle can happen for you, and just be open to receive that. And if you are open, I can pretty much guarantee in some way or form it will arise. It may not be the ideal situation, but I can guarantee you it will resolve what you're after. It might not be the exact idea that you had, because ultimately we are quite linear and things can be done different ways and still achieve the same result, and we just need to be open to that. Then also, once we understand that we're much more than our bodies, then we can be open to receiving messages from the universe. Ultimately the universe may have a song pop in your head in the morning going, In Excess, one of those songs, and you're like, wow, fuck, why is that in my head? I haven't heard that song for so long, or I've never heard this song, whatever it may be. Again, listen to the lyrics. What are they saying to you? What is it depicting? Are you, you've been a tight ass, you've been, putting yourself under, scrutiny, all that kind of stuff. What is the song trying to say? And you got another thing like double numbers. Are you seeing double numbers? Are you seeing double fours? Are you seeing triple ones? Are you seeing double fives? Are you seeing 6969? And let's say you pull up your petrol and you fill up your car, and there's like 7676. You're like, fuck me, let's look that up. Let's look up Google and what does that mean? Because the universe is always trying to communicate with us. The only thing that the universe asks from you is, 1, to be open, 2, be as sincere and honest and open and loving and authentic as possible at wherever stage you are in your life. And then from there, everything else will unfold, and then you've got animals. My God, there's so many fucking gifts. I mean, look, if I'm sitting here in front of some seagulls right now, look, would I look up seagulls? No, because there's a whole bunch of them at the fucking beach. So really, at the end of the day, I don't think that the universe has much of a message for me. But let me tell you, if an eagle flew in right now, landed in front of me, I'd be looking at fucking bird up ASAP, because it has a direct message for me. And so just again being aware of what are the signs and the symbols and the songs and whatever else that may be appearing that the universe is trying to communicate with you. And synchronicities is another really powerful awareness to take place once you start becoming more and more aware. And synchronicities are things like, oh wow, that someone said something about that the other day, and then someone's just mentioned the same thing again, and they have no relationship. That's a synchronicity. That's the ability to go, wow, I'm going to look that up because there's something in there for me, and there's an opportunity for you to go a little bit deeper and to make your life easier, because ultimately the universe wants your life to be easy. However, that does mean that you have to be open. And if you're open and you're willing to make your life easier and feel more connected with the greater powers of be, you will ultimately have a powerful life filled with continual miracles and absolute gifts, because you will just keep opening and opening more up every day. And that is my gift to you. If you fucking love what I'm sharing on this channel, I would genuinely fucking love that you join the crew, the tribe, the soul family, and share whatever's going on in your life. And let's just create magical unicorns. Out for now. Much love, beautifuls.